Hey, what is up, guys? Clack here, and today I'm doing threes with KillaCam Fit, running Turbo, and I am the Resto Druid. And your main goal as the Resto Druid is not to get CC'd at all. That is your main objective. So let's go ahead and start this Mongoloid game. As you can see, for the first game, we're facing Holy Paladin, Fire Mage, Arms Warrior. I'm still surprised to see some Fire Mages, to be honest, because I could have sworn Frost and Arcane are like way better. But your main objective is not to get CC'd by the Mage. Really, you can't really do anything about the Warrior's Fear or the Holy Paladin's Hodge. You can LOS the Holy Paladin's Hodge, but again, not much you could do about it. Once you get in his line of sight, he's just going to do it, no problem. Right there, you saw me morph or LOS the Mage's Poly. That is the best thing you could do. This pillar right here is my BFF. I am making this my pillar. This is like my new lover, like legit. I'm not even kidding you. A lot of people in the comments always say, Clack, why don't you go out and clone more, you scrub? Well, if I go out and the Paladin hodges me, or the Warrior stuns me, or if I get feared, if anything happens, I'm able to get in a poly like no problem. So what I try to do is I try to sit behind pillar pretty much 100% of the time, because what's going to end up happening is the Paladin's going to try to come up for a hodge, right? If he does, I can try to bash him before he hodges me if done right and latency is on my side. So if I can get the bash off, I can clone him. If not, and that doesn't work out, and the Paladin's able to get a hodge on me first, what's going to happen is I'm probably going to be LOS from that Mage to poly me. So I always try to stay behind pillar at all times. I never want to come out, especially you can tell super easy when a Holy Paladin is going to try to hodge you, because he's going to like usually mount up to try to get the hodge. I'll try to point it out, but again, I just try to hug that pillar, make it as difficult as possible for that Mage to get polys on me. Right there, he blinks and tries to poly me. I just go for him and I LOS, just make sure. I always play the opposite side compared to that Mage. Right here, my team is doing fucking retarded Mongoloid damage to that Mage. We're doing absolutely crazy damage. Right here, the Paladin was trying to go for a hodge on me. I was able to get a Cyclone on him. He didn't hodge me because his buddy is getting pretty much pooned in the poon. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying, honestly. But I get hodge right here. Here's the Mage's poly. He's trying to get it. I tell my team to go for it. They fucking suck. I'm just playing. This is the first time they have poly on me. It forces a freaking wall for my shaman. That's just how scary it is. So basically, like, all you have to do is just line up CC. My Warrior was able to get a stun right there on him, and while I'm behind pillar, I'm able to cycle the Paladin. Very easy. Right now, this Paladin shouldn't even be this close to me if he doesn't have hodge. The moment he doesn't have hodge, his ass should be right over there. So if I want to get Cyclone on him, I would have to blink over. But, you know, many things can happen when I try to do that, and it can hinder me. And a lot of times people can even bait it. What if that Paladin did have hodge and he was just over there, you know, doing his thing? LOS and CC from my shaman or warrior or whatever. What if I blinked over there and I get hodge? I could literally fuck my team over, because what if I blink and I'm not in a shift form at all? I'm going to get polyed so freaking easy. It's absolutely disgusting. And you can totally just throw your team away like nothing. You could totally lose the game just like that, because you were so greedy for that clone. Don't be so greedy for clones. I am so tired of seeing comments saying, Clack, why didn't you go for the clone? Why didn't you go for the clone? There's some times where I should be going for clones. I'm not the best player. I'm really rusty right now, actually. But again, there's other times where there's no need to go for that clone. There's absolutely no need to go for the clone. Let your team do the work. As a druid, you're not the only freaking player on the team. Your objective is to keep your team alive. And right here, Warrior got feared on the Paladin. I try to cyclone from that. He was too far. Again, I just try to keep my team going. Let my team do the work. Right there, we probably maybe wouldn't have got the kill if I didn't dispel and I still went for that Cyclone. If I went for that Cyclone, the Mage still has his counter spell, excuse me, or it could even go for a poly. I know he's getting tunneled, but he did Frost Nova him. So there's so many things that could happen if you go for that CC, and going for CC isn't always worth it. I can't stress that enough. Make this pillar your best friend. Seriously, make him your best friend. I don't know why I'm saying him. It could be her. It could, like it. It's just a pillar. What are you talking about? I'm retarded. All right. All right, next game. Next game, we're facing the same team. Again, you're going to see me hug that pillar like it's my freaking job. Right now, I'm making my way towards mid, because either you're going to play mid here or on the opposite side or in your back room. And if you do, there's not much LOS from right there. It's very scary as a Resto Druid. So you're almost you almost forced to play in mid, honestly, as a Resto Druid facing a mage. Right here, he does a horrible ring, gets my shaman, dispel him, no problem. I bash Paladin. This Paladin is actually bubbles, and he silences me and spell locks me. That's okay. I know what I need to do as a healer. My biggest problem right now as a healer is not juking enough. I need to start juking more, and like I just need to. That's honestly my biggest problem right now as a healer, and positioning is somewhat of a problem. I think here I do get polyed right there. Yeah, I got polyed right there. I didn't even see him cast it, but he got it. He got it. That was my bad. As you can see, I eat one poly. My team becomes under a lot of pressure. They don't get any cooldowns. I tell my teammates, I communicate with them, do not pop any cooldowns, do not pop any cooldowns. And a lot of times, I could not be watching as closely, and some of them get scared and pop cooldowns. Like KillaCam, for instance, could pop a wall, and I wouldn't even notice him be dropping. That is pretty much just me being a bad player, really. When I watch Sidu play, I don't know if you guys notice, his UI is all like right here. All his teammates, all the enemies, health bar. I'm thinking I'm going to start playing that way so that I can see my teammates way easier. Because I'm trying to watch my team right here's health while, the set focus. This is like all I can see really when I'm watching. And I'm watching my position. There's only so much you can watch. It's not even about tunnel vision. It's just, there's only so much you can look at a time. So all I can see is this right here. And I can't see what's going on over here at all. So when I try to go for a clone, I have like clone macros that clone this guy, clone that guy. So when I go over here and look at this and see how low someone's at or who I want to clone, my teammates could be dying just for this simple fact. I have to look way over here just to see what the hell is going on. So again, I do recommend that you guys fix your UI and make everything a lot closer and a lot clunkier, to be honest. It might seem really hard at first to get used to, but I'm telling you, that is the way to go. That's how I'm going to want to be playing in the near future. That's going to make me a way better player because I'm going to be able to watch everything way easier than what it is for me right now. Right here, block. I should be going. I get in the clone right there. I didn't even notice it. I got Blood of Silence. I fucking hate that spell. I want that spell gone out of here. But there's nothing you can do about it. Both my DPS get Dragon Breath. I'm trying to LOS that poly. Fucking beast mode. I LOS'd it like no problem, and more just in case. Always hug that pillar. There's no reason. Like right now, there was so many times. I can't tell you how many times I wanted to get a clone on this warrior, but I was just scared if he had I was scared if he had a freaking, what is that, Spell Reflect. If he had Spell Reflect, I could literally royally fuck my team over. I could cost us the game. So again, if I had a closer UI, I would be able to tell if he had Spell Reflect. Again, do it, guys. It's going to help you and make you a better player. I'm telling you 100%. That's why Sidu or even really any high-rated arena healers have everything clumped together just because it's so much easier to see, and it makes the game it allows you to focus on the actual gameplay instead of looking at the health targets or their HP, whatever the fuck it's called. Holy crap, I'm talking a lot. I tried to get the spell right there. I got polyed, but did my adept trinket proc? I don't think my adept trinket proc. I just think, yes, it did. Yes, it did. I get full fear right here. Right now we're having a decent amount of pressure. I could go for a cyclone right here just because I'm on poly DR, fear DR. The only thing that they really have is, look, I have actually bash up, so I should be blinking on. We get a Hex on the healer. I do end up blinking in. Bashing the Holy Paladin. I do try to Cyclone him right here, but he gets feared. So there's no reason for me to even Cyclone it. It's just going to be DR. We end up getting the kill. But as you saw, I was prepared to go for another Cyclone. He didn't have CS up. Again, I was poly DR'd. It was looking really good. All right, time for the third game, I think. We're facing a mirror. And right here, I should have been running Thorns. I'm very new to the season as a Resto Druid. I don't know what is the best thing all the time. I need to even go over my talents guide a little bit better because I was wrong about a few things. I would like to change up some things up just to clarify everything, especially with my Boomkin spec as well. There's so many things I have to clarify just because you learn so much more as you play. So you can't always expect everything to be correct when they first come out. And that's totally fine. Right here, we're trying to get a kill on the Elemental Shaman, it looks like. So I try to control that warrior. I did get a clone on him. This is a very sketchy area for me to even go nearby at all. So as you can see, I'm trying to stay on the outskirts and tell my team to back the fuck off if they're LOSing me. There's no reason to go back there. We are a turbo. Look, this is where we want them. This is honestly where we want them. They can't do anything to me. They honestly can't do anything to me. So it's just a matter of time before we get the kill. They end up forcing their way out. I get bashed. I get feared. It's okay if the Druid gets a clone on me because it is going to be DR'd, but my Shaman did win shear it, get a Hex like a boss. It was awesome. Hex by him. I dispel my Shaman's roots. We're trying to go for a kill. As you can see, our positions actually literally swapped. I come back out to get a bash on him because there's nothing I can do in there. I want to be out in the open by the pillar and where I'm able to cyclone and I feel safe. If I get that space, I feel really safe as a healer. Again, hug my pillar LOS. I saw the Elemental Shaman start to hit me. I noticed they actually want to go me. I just go bear form. And honestly, do not go out of bear form unless you're 100% alright to come out. I get stunned right here. Again, this is really sketchy. I don't know if I should have came out, but I was trying to dispel my warrior's roots. He's still in it. As Resto Druid survivability is absolutely retarded. There is one match where I'll show you where a jungle just goes me and they can't do anything. I absolutely love it. I love how Resto Druids are in the state. I end up popping Iron Bark on my warrior. They're doing a lot of pressure. A lot of times, guys, don't be afraid to pop your cooldowns. The moment you see them pop cooldowns, don't wait until you're 50% dead until you pop cooldowns. Pop cooldowns right when you fucking see them pop cooldowns. Pop wall, pop Iron Bark, anything. The moment you see doing cooldowns, you're gonna pretty much be forced to, unless they're like super bad to pop cooldowns. I don't know if I made any sense right there, but we're gonna roll with it. Keep going. Right now, we're doing a decent amount of pressure. I do want to get some CC on the Resto Druid. I do have bash up. I think I end up using on the warrior actually right here, just so I can keep him CC'd and make my team pretty much 2v2 while I take out one of their warrior. DR Cyclone, I root him. The Resto Druid right in front of him, didn't dispel when he could have. He got stunned out of form. Resto Druid or Elemental Shaman about to go down, and I go for a Cyclone just in case, even though he's already dead. So, oh no. Okay, here we're facing a team that actually does end up wanting to go me, and this is I should have kept HOTS on myself a little bit better. I didn't, like right here, after you see, alright, I got feared right here. They're both lined up to go me. They could have easily went me. The warrior started to, but he saw I was in bear form, so there was no point. They just wouldn't have done any damage right here. Again, look at my positioning. I always try to keep a decent amount of space between me and my team. That way it makes their objective the enemy's team a lot harder for them to get CC on me. Again, positioning is everything. Here's a swap onto me. I did not expect this. As you can see, I don't have any HOTS myself. This is a very bad no because I sit a whole Hodge, and this is warriors and warriors cooldowns and a Shadow Priest silence. I should have probably died, but thank God for frenzy regeneration and some decent amount of heals. I was able to top myself up, no problem. Iron Bark was probably worthless there because I was able to get a decent amount of heals off of myself to the point where I didn't need to. But again, I kind of panicked. I'm still very new to the Resto Druid. I need to get used to it. I am learning just like you guys. Their sack on the Holy Paladin, it would have been useless for me to cyclone him because that means none of their teammates would have been taking damage. As you see, because of sack, they sat on them. My teammates swapped the Paladin, making it very strong. I go ahead and root the warrior, keep him back here so they can't peel for their Paladin. I know they end up wanting to go me here too. I'm very scared. They could have went me very easily. Their Paladin was bubbled. They should have just went me because what are they going to peel? Their Paladin already bubbled. They already messed up. You know, it was already way gone. So I try to, as you notice, since I saw they saw me that one time, I try to keep 2 HOTS on myself just so that I'd be prepared at least a little bit for a next swap on me. Right here, we're doing a lot of pressure. I'm trying to keep my team. I see priests trying to come fear me. I have Vortex right there. I have Blink. I blink away. And I notice I'm LOS. So I go ahead and Trink. No problem. Try to keep them topped off while I'm LOS. And by the time I get around the corner, my Trink ends. So everything is looking kind of good. I try to communicate with my teammates. Hey, you're kind of LOS me here, but, you know, keep doing you. Keep doing you. Root Warrior out of that fear. We get a lot of pressure. I'm trying to go for a Cyclone onto this Paladin. I do end up having bash, but I get their teammate sees that I'm going for a bash. They feared me. That was very good on their team to cap on it, but again, they just didn't cap on it fast enough. And here is the game. Holy crap, I've been talking so much. Hold on, I need a second. Like, my mouth is actually starting to hurt me. One sec. And we're facing jungle, and I was originally Feral Druid. I love jungle. I know the strats of jungle. I know here they're going to want to go me. I know this is a race of the healer. Kill the healer. Who can ever kill the healer first obviously wins. So that's exactly what they do. I see the hunter's pet on me. It's even more obvious than it ever was. So I go bear form immediately, even though I have one hot. It doesn't matter. Bear form is so freaking strong. And if you're running Revitalize, or is it Revitalize? There's a talent where it puts rejuvenations on you, and Revitalize actually, yeah, I think it's Revitalize, and you get healed for like 100k for every, there's a chance for every crit on you or something. I don't know, something stupid strong. I absolutely love it. As you can see, this is huge. If I was not in bear form, I probably would have died here. Honestly, I would be at 30% health right now. This is how strong bear form is. When you do come out of bear form, make sure you're stun DR'd so that you don't die. Like the moment I came out for a freaking moment to dispel my teammates, and I almost died. So again, be sure that you're stun DR'd when you come out of bear form. Even if you don't have any hots on yourself, don't worry. Bear form is freaking amazing. Let your teammates at least peel for you a little bit before you come out, and then you can go back bear form again. I try to get away. It doesn't seem like it does anything. Again, I just try to create some space so that way I can get one global off. As you can see, I'm coming out just to get my iron bark, and I go back in. I don't, I know we're going to win this race. Look at the priest. The priest is dying way faster than I can die. I literally could just sit bear farm and we would win. I wouldn't have to heal much at all. And right here is something this is a great example. I messed up in this game. I was actually running, adapt against an RMD. Never do it. Never do it. I say this in all my videos. Never do it. And here's exactly why. Watch the CC rotation. It is absolutely retarded. I'm gonna get Kinney. 6-second Kinney. Okay, no. I gotta let my team either stop the clones or the polys. I get full poly. They couldn't stop it. They can't stop everything on you. Right here, my teammate's getting pretty much destroyed. He doesn't have wall. Like, I don't even know how I'm lasting so long. Right here. Here is what you should save Trinket for. A full freaking blind. Oh my gosh, dude. And Adapt is a 1-minute CD, and it's obviously not up. If I had Trinket, I would have been able to stop that. I get Cyclone, another 6-second Kidney. Oh my god, look at the CC rotation that RMD can do to you, or even Rogue Mage in general is just absolutely disgusting. That is exactly why you run Trinket against that comp. Alright guys, I hope you learned a decent amount from this video. I hoped I opened your eyes on a little bit what to watch out for, or, just anything. I hope you learned something, or enjoyed the video at least. If so, hit that like and sub button. It really shows me a lot of support. And guys, go ahead and check out KillaCam Fit's channel. He's an awesome dude. He helps me out tremendously. Like, you wouldn't even believe it. He actually made a video of one of my videos, pretty much just sponsoring my video like a boss. And I thank him very much. I'm forever in his debt. Like, I'm so happy he's my friend, because he's a good friend to have. Like, honestly. As always, guys, get out there and pwn some noobs.